12.
Oh, my ass. Oh.
Oh.
That was the most painful butt slap I've ever had.
Not bad. You want it? Yep. Crazy.
I felt that thing.
Just like
I was just like at the knuckle, and then I lifted my legs up and was just like.
that's like some Mark shit, dude.
Hello, you've got Liam from the future here. I'm shooting this just before I'm about to go catch a flight to Calgary for nationals. Hopefully I get this done in time and don't miss my flight. But I wanted to film this clip so I could let you guys know exactly what went down for the Ontario contest. It was a double-header, so we had 2 days of practice and then 2 back-to-back contests, same course. Leading up to it, I got pretty sick, so coming into practice I wasn't feeling the best, but got into day 1 of practice there and did a couple runs, got some tricks, but nothing like I wanted out of my line. And then we went into day 2 and I got kind of every little piece of my run, sort of each trick individually, but I never got top to bottom full pull. So coming into day 1 of the contest, I was pretty nervous about putting it down. Typically with these contests, you get about 3 runs of practice and then you go straight into qualifiers. Usually I run the program of going sort of a 0%, just 50s and straight airs. Then I'll go 50%, which will be like, you know, if I'm doing a 900, I'll do a 540. Whatever kind of feels sort of mid-ground easy. And then third run, I'll go like full pull. So yeah, in those 3 warm-up runs, I got my 0, I got my 50, and then when I went to go full pull, I still didn't get it. So into run 1 of qualies, I hadn't landed my run all through practice. But I honestly kind of enjoy it sometimes, but it's just coming down to putting it down when it counts. But that put me into run 1 of qualies, and
14, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, it didn't go so well. Pretty much landed right on my face, first rail. Kind of shook myself off, continued the run, kind of did what I could, just to kind of get another practice run, because clearly I needed it, and then just kind of make or break for that second round of qualies.
14, 18, 19. 14, 18, 19.
And yeah, I put it down. It wasn't, you know, perfect, but it was the first time I landed it, and I was really happy. I was super stoked just to, you know, come through not landing it for so long and then to do it when it counted. I was very happy. The run didn't get me through to finals, but I was stoked. After that, kind of ate lunch, sort of feeling myself after finally putting it down, and was just rolling around the rest of the park with the boys, and we're kind of calling tricks, and someone called a backlip same way. And I hadn't really hit the rail before, but I was like, oh, whatever, you know, got it. So as soon as I put my board on the rail, hooked instantly, went straight to my hip and my arm. Still kind of cut up from it, but yeah, I got smoked. Probably the hardest I've fallen on the rail in years. It was bad, but I was fine, you know, just sore. So I kind of just hung out the rest of the day, And then that night, I remember just rolling out, trying to get my hip to move, not being able to put my arm on the ground because it hurt. And just thinking like, man, if I can land what I want to land tomorrow, I'm gonna be so happy. Be like, you know, be quite the adventure. Something out of a movie, it felt like. But the reason it felt like that is because I wanted to change my run. Day 1 there, you saw I went kind of 9.79. Day 2, I really wanted to put the back 10 into the run. I'd done that trick a couple times, but never put it in a contest, and it's always kind of nerve-wracking for me to even do it. So leading up to that, the whole thing kind of piling on top, I was pretty nervous. But waking up that morning of day 2, contest number 2, I was feeling pretty good. Only had to take 1 painkiller to get things going, and went out there. And so with those 3 runs of practice I had, the idea was pretty much to go 0, classic, you know, 50s and straight airs, the 50%, which would be like, you know, probably just do a back 7 instead of that back 10, and then do the back 10 in the practice for the first time. And things were kind of running behind. They were saying that we might only get 2 runs, we might get 3 runs, so I didn't even know when I was going to do it. And then it happened that we got the 3rd run of practice, so I got to send it. I pulled back a lot of the rest of my run. You know, I switched up the switchback 2 for a switch front blend same way. Swag 9, I pulled to a swag 5 just so I could get that back 10 around, especially with the way speed was that day. And yeah, I sent 1 back 10 practice, didn't get it, but was pretty good one, pretty close. And then it ran into the qualies. And first run of qualies, the weather really changed and speed was really slow. So I dropped in, planning to do the back 10, but I actually pulled the chute and just opted for a back 3 on that jump. Finished my run. And then same thing, coming down the second run of qualies, trying to put it down. And yeah, I landed it. I was so stoked, so happy to put that down. The run was, yeah, it was quite a bit different, kind of pulled back in some areas, but due to the conditions and getting that bigger trick in, that put me through to finals. And then finals came around and I was already ecstatic. It was pretty much felt like a win for me just to do that trick. So I was happy with whatever, but I wanted to put it down again in finals. Finals, I think we dropped in real late, like, I don't know, it was like, I think practice started at like 2:45. I did my first runs around 11. So a lot of chill, and then got in, and my first run of finals, I went back 10 and just not enough juice. Kind of, you know, feet, butt, go down, cruise the rest of it. And then run 2, didn't get enough juice on it either, but just held on right until I hit the ground and kind of like tailed out back to my feet, and then were able to keep enough speed to get the next jump. So I actually made it down the run, which was pretty funny, but I was fighting the whole time. But yeah, that was pretty much the week. Happy to at least, you know, throughout the kind of week put down, you know, 2 of my best runs, kind of mixed in between. I didn't really land in finals that second day, but to put that back 10 in the qualies felt really good. And that kind of leads into where we are now, which is I'm heading to Calgary and I'm hoping to put that back 10 in contest again and maybe some other stuff, so we'll see. But yeah, I gotta catch my flight, so see you when I see you.